Ladies and gentlemen, another tie-in. A celestial named the progenitor. How did you say it earlier, Dan?
The progenitor.
The progenitor is judging humanity over the next 24 hours, and if mankind is deemed unworthy, there will be no tomorrow. Speaking of judging, any word on how there's a big celestial head in the middle of the ocean that no one in the MCU has talked about for the past 3 movies? Whatever. Peter has seen the news reports and checks in with Tony Stark before a very judgmental being who looks like Gwen Stacy appears in his bedroom. Or perhaps this is Kindred disguised as Sarah Stacy. Oh wait, Nick Spencer has already been judged for that and has been banished to Substack. So now we have entered another special issue of Spider-Man, the floating heads of guilt and shame. Peter doesn't think it's a good idea to go tuck shopping with Randy Robertson for his upcoming wedding, but hey, there's a judgmental Gwen Stacy looking at him, so why not? Then Peter checks in with Aunt May, who is being visited by her very own judgmental Uncle Ben, Natch. That brings us to a check-in with J. Jonah Jameson, who's all like, why am I not a main character anymore? Is anyone getting judged for that? But seriously, he and Peter hash out all the times JJ both tried to ruin Spider-Man's life and attempted to murder him, and they're cool, so I'm cool. Peter then goes to wait for Ben Reilly, signaling that indeed that storyline isn't done and he doesn't show up. Finally, Peter teams up with Miles and just lets him know he's proud of him before retreating to bed and still finding that Gwen is staring at him. Next day, Peter is at Oscorp. Gwen's still in tow and a very Harry-looking Norman shows up, prompting the judging Gwen to look frightened before floating away like Poochie going back to his home planet. So Peter goes after her to justify why he's been teaming with Norman, and then we also get a little more insight into what did Peter do, which is something along the lines of teaming with Norman to get back someone he loved a while back. So wait, Norman is Mephisto now? But Peter wants Gwen to know Norman is different now, trying to be better, and gosh darn it, if he can change and Peter can change, everyone can change. Judgmental Gwen deems Peter worthy and gives him one last gift, an opportunity to be with the actual Gwen. They share a moment that's observed by Norman, who it turns out is being judged by his very own judgmental Gwen. And that is my summary, Dan.